the world's highest performing introverts know how to manage their energy. They know that they need to protect it, and able to focus, and able to be present in relationships in order to have the impact they want in their lives. Now, when high-performance introverts master their energy, they become these unstoppable forces of creativity and productivity. Start your week great. Start your week with a coach. I'm your host, certified high-performance coach, Sean Butner, and we're going to talk about something that'll help you advance in your life this week. So let's go. You can think of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, a pair of introverts that really complemented each other's skills. And, one used their ability to really focus and notice how, technology could be brought into the future. So I had that vision and could communicate that effectively. The other could really focus on building and engineering products and chips and, the original homebrew computers to really allow others to play in the space and make an impact in that industry. So when introverts don't manage their energy correctly, though, they tend to get stuck in their head, they tend to get overwhelmed, they tend to get exhausted, or they just feel miserable because they're just burning, energy in unproductive ways. There's an opportunity cost for every time we spend energy. And so knowing where we need to spend it, where we need to focus it, how we can really make the impact that we want in the world is super important. So, hi, again, I'm Sean Butner, certified high performance coach, and we're talking about high performance introverts before we get into the steps for helping to manage your energy. We're talking about people that get their energy from, within, right? So you can think about plants, right? You have plants that get water from deep in the earth, so they have deep roots, and so they kind of, have that inner focus. Or you have plants that rely on rain and precipitation and things happening out in the environment in order to get their energy. And that's a good way to think about introverts and extroverts. Some people really have to dig deep in calm spaces to get energy. Some people need the excitement of large, gatherings and external experiences to get fueled. So high-performing introverts are, again, the people that tend to work behind the scenes. They tend to have a very intense focus or require, quiet environments to be focused, whereas our extroverted friends tend to, again, be more talkative, tend to be a little bit more socially engaging for their energy and for their work. So that's high performance introverts. So how do you take care of your energy, introverted or not, right? So and these, since I'm a high performance coach, tend to be universal, but I'm going to talk to it in particular to introverts because that's who I'm talking to right now. So, okay. So the first is to use your Wellspring Habits each day to create energy, and preferably in the morning. And like I said, this is for both introverts and extroverts, but what the Wellspring Habits are things that fill you up, things that bring you joy, things that get you fired up for the day, right? So it could be playing music, it could be socializing with a friend, it could be reading a book, it could be journaling, it could be all sorts of activities, but it's something that you do for yourself to feel right with the world, to feel energetic, to feel happy. And so, knowing what those are, and then making sure you're doing that early in the morning will help you have an energy reserve as you go out through the day. And this is important because, especially if you're introverted like I am, you start the day full and you slowly get depleted throughout the day. And so this is a way to kind of help you continue that energy. Also, planning pit stops during the day to do these Wellspring activities or to take breaks that are helping you feel energetic, helping you, reset and rejuvenate so you can get back to it are super helpful, okay? Second thing is to review your to-do list and use the DABS methodology, or delegate, add, batch, and subtract, right? I use this concept as part of my energy audit idea that I've talked about a little bit before. But essentially what that is is, there are things on our to-do list, the things on our schedule that add energy to us or subtract energy to us. And so by knowing what, gives us energy, again, like those Wellspring Habits, or takes away energy, maybe like a big comm meeting, maybe doing videos like this, you really need to plan out and strategize when you're going to use the energy you've built out through the day. So you're going to do that from delegating tasks that are draining but not high return or reward. You're going to add those Wellspring tasks throughout your day so you can replenish. You're going to batch things that are high results but also expend a lot of energy. So I might, in my business, do a bunch of videos all together so I can ramp up my energy, be on and do what I got to do, and then spend a couple hours playing music, reading, journaling, or whatever to really reset my energy, or to eliminate things that just don't matter. So meetings from team members that are just meetings to meet is a big aha thing that I had in my career, in being like, okay, I really need to watch out for these types of things, ask for agendas. If I'm not going to contribute, or if I don't need to know or be informed on it, it's why should I be in this meeting? Very simple like that. So so use dabs to do your energy audit. Okay, number 3, it's called meds, from one of my mentors, Brendan Burchard, but it's, do you meditate each day? Do you exercise, move your body, get strong? Do you eat nutritional food or pay attention to your diet? And are you getting enough sleep, right? So it's a very, very kind of like base level of energy, but I like that idea, so I stole it. But so, we talk about the release meditation. You can check my blog. I walk you through that. I think it came out a couple months ago. So if you do release meditation on my blog, you can find me walking you through that. And that's a really quick meditation you can do in 2 minutes or up to 20 minutes or however long you want to do. To really just find your center and calm down. It's really great for getting into a creative space. But maybe you need to get amped up to do a video, to do some type of communication. Then maybe you need to do some exercise, some jumping jacks, some moving around, getting the blood pumping. You'll walk outside if that's your bag. That's the word I'm looking for. So, what are you doing to feel strong and flexible and relaxed, right? And energized. Third thing, diet. Are you eating nutritiously? Basically, plant or things not in a box is a really good type of thing to think through. And with your exercise and diet, of course, always talk to your health professionals, right? I don't know your situation. They will have a better advice for you. But in general, think about eating whole foods, real foods, things that don't come out of a box. And then sleep is just, are you getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, which is what most adults, especially here in the U.S., really need. I guess it's everywhere. It's not just the U.S., but most adults in the world need. So if you are really good in all those 4 areas, your energy should be pretty high at a base level, and that takes care of most of the things, right? But you still need to do your dab for your energy audit. You still need to make sure you have those Wellspring habits early in your morning and throughout your day, right? So that leads us to our 4th point. Block time for focus, right? So when it comes to being a weapon at what you do, of really turning the dial on your projects, on advancing quicker or with more impact, with more effectiveness, block time is essential, especially for introverts, right? A lot of our superpowers come from our ability to focus on a task, and that's all this is. For 50 minutes, it's focusing on one thing that's important to you, important to your project, important to your mission, important to you being out in the world. And so you focus on that for 50 minutes. You have a 10-minute break for bio breaks, to rest your eyes, to meditate, to do a Wellspring habit that we talked about again earlier, and to just kind of recharge. So you have these little recharge moments throughout the day, little pit stops that help keep you on your A game, keep you happy, keep you productive, keep you moving forward. So that's block time. It's something we talk about a lot in high performance coaching. It's something I absolutely live and die by when I'm at my best, right? There are times that even a high performance coach like myself will forget to do this. And they're like, why did my day not go so well? And it's like, block time. Didn't get my block time in. So I highly recommend it. Okay, finally, the fifth point to consider is to communicate your communication hierarchy. And this is an idea I've had for a while, I talk on and off about, but the communication hierarchy is how urgent and how complex is something that you need to talk about with someone, right? If it's really urgent or really complex or a combination of both, it should be a face-to-face type thing, either to a camera, with a FaceTime or Zoom or some type of video conferencing, or in person, right? That's because we can communicate really quick. We can pick up a lot of information from seeing somebody's face. So I'm not sure if you ever talk to someone on a video conference or on a video and they're just kind of freaked out and wide-eyed and their energy's weird. Do you feel that energy shift? I nerd out about this all the time. So you want someone, you want that extra communication from seeing someone, from hearing someone, from noticing the little body language things that give a lot of information. So especially if it's complex, you want to see that someone understands what you're saying, right? And if they're like, yeah, I think I got it, I'm like, well, your voice went up and you kind of did the eye squint thing. So maybe we need to explore this idea a little bit more. What did you hear? You can ask for that feedback in real time, where it can get really lost in translation really quick via email or instant messenger. So the most critical things, the most complex things should be done face-to-face. And just having some rules around that helps you kind of decide how to take a meeting or not. And then if it's I need to set a time for to go get coffee with somebody, or to touch base on a project real quick, or something that is really succinct, and I'll show this in a second. So something really simple that requires one or two email exchanges or instant messages exchanges. Email's fine, instant message is fine, with the caveat that just because you send me a text message or an email doesn't mean I'm going to respond right away, right? So if it's urgent, if it's complex, make sure you call me, make sure you get the video conference or the meeting. If not, then I'll get back to you when I have my block time to do email and social media, right? So communicating your communication hierarchy is super important. And the expectations, for me, if I go back and forth on an email more than twice, again, or the text message, it's okay, we need to upgrade this maybe into a phone call, or we need to, increase the quality of the interaction, right? That's kind of the idea there. So these strategies can all help you create the energy you need, protect your energy, and more importantly, use that energy in the most impactful way, because there is an opportunity cost to where you focus your energy throughout your day, right? And if you want to have the most impact, you got to be putting that into the things that matter, the things that are meaningful, the things that help you reach your next level in your careers, health, relationships, and well-being. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, just let me know. Send an email back or comment below if that's an option. This is Sean Butner saying, live with more joy, more personal growth, and more impact in your communities. I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care.